Hi, this is Anthony Jones. I'm back from LA, back from Monsterpalooza, and back from Face Off 2 Casting Call. Well, my makeup didn't go that good the first time because I used Skin Tight, which is a good product, but the thing is, it needs to be applied with heat, and that's the main thing I think I've forgotten. And two, I'm applying it on myself and not an actor. So this piece, which would have been fantastic, a silicone fill, Dragon Skin Pro, would have been great on me if I would have had more time, if I applied it with some heat the right way. But anyway, so now to do it the right way, I'm going to do it the right way and show you what's going to do with the Walking Monster full makeup. Ouch, that hurt. So now that we have the foam latex skin for my casting, molding, and sculpting, we're going to apply this sucker right now.
After you pop the pimple in your ass?
I'm going to send that to him too. Okay, so here's the skin that you saw I took out the oven. This is the foam latex Monster Makers foam, which is one of the best foams, which had to bake for about 4.5 hours at about 100, just under 200 degrees. But basically, this is going to be the foam latex mask prosthetic that I use when I'm doing the Walking Monster. And right now, for me, it's just a matter of taking my time and trimming it to get rid of the flashing edge around it from the baking. But I was able to do all of this after getting back from LA and Monsterpalooza. Got home, dropped my bags, mixed up some foam. Luckily I have the oven right there inside my room studio. Baked this, and now I'm actually trimming it and getting ready to paint and put on within the next couple of minutes. So it's not that bad, and it's something I've been doing so long I can basically almost do it in my sleep. But as you see right now, I'm trimming the edges. As it says, a 2-piece mold, UltraCal mold, UltraCal 30 that I did this mold, this casting with. And right now I'm trimming it. I mixed up my foam with no problem whatsoever. Got on the first batch, which is amazing. And I should be able to get this done in the next couple of minutes and on to the next phase of painting it real quick up to my edges around my eyes, and now we'll put it on. So right now I'm just about to finish cutting it. Normally with foam like this, I will wash it out to get out all the unbaked chemicals in there, make it a little bit more spongy. It'll last longer also. I actually learned that tip from the Henson people. But as you see, this will be the mask slash makeup that I'll be wearing within a couple of minutes once I finish trimming it all off. As I said, I make all my molds. This is an UltraCal, which I've been using for a while. Fortunately, I had to start buying my UltraCal after about 15 years of not buying it, which is kind of weird now. But my trimming is almost done. My little cubicle scissors, the best. Now, right now, I'm just going to trim this out a little bit more, and I'll be ready to apply some PAX paint on this real quick. And I'll be putting this sucker on before you know it. Actually, because I've done this so many times before with this skin, I know where I can actually cut up to my flash edges on my makeup. So I'm going to cut that out right now. And this time I'm going to use Pros-Aid to glue this sucker on my face. One, this is foam latex. It'll work a lot easier on that. Two, it'll take me less with a heat gun, less than a couple of minutes to put on my face. So I'm almost finished, as I said. I normally put like a wig on with this, but for this makeup demonstration, I'm just going to actually finish painting it, cutting it, and that would be it. And we're almost there. See, I did my first foam latex way back with R&D foam, almost 1983, in my mother's oven. Yep. Just like everybody else started out. So this is pretty much what I'm going to do right here. The next phase. I actually kind of like that pimple right there. Just trim that up a little bit. Cut this down. So now we're going to base out the whole color up to my eyes and mouth, and then I'm going to apply it. Okay, so after trimming the foam latex and seaming it just a little bit because it's about 330, Friday night, so I have less than a couple hours to get this whole thing done, but it means I have this done and no problem at all. I mixed up my PAX paint. Nice color right here. Sponge. And I'm just going to go over the entire outside just to give it a base tone, because the makeup will be applied around my face once I put it on. But this is just going to give it a little color. I mean, I could do it for makeup too, but I'm actually going to be using this quite a bit. I'm going to base it out as much as possible and then dry it and apply it within the next 4 to 5 minutes. And so I prefer using a sponge for my base coat because I can get as much paint into the crevices and the detail of the sculpture as possible. Sometimes you lose a lot of that if you don't do it the right way. With a sponge you can go and actually push the paint into the details that you've done right there. So I'm almost finished right now. As you can see, the speed at which I'm doing this, I would normally airbrush this, get a nice highlight on there. But if you know how to use a sponge and dry sponge effect, you can definitely get the same thing too. Not as good as airbrushing, but it's a different pattern, different texture, and it still works. And it's a creature, it's the walking monster. So there. And this guy be walking within a little bit. Okay, I'm pretty much done. I'm ready to apply. That took less than 5 minutes to do. Now I'm ready to apply the piece. Well, now you're going to see the full transformation of the walking monster from start to finish. So, if you're ready and you want to enjoy, take a look. First, wrap my nicely done hair. And one thing about being in a walking monster, you do get a lot of hair in your mouth from the costume hair and your own hair. So it's best to have your hair all wrapped up and good to go. And not too tight, because you do get brain loss. Once that's done, apply the new skin. Take a deep breath. Squeeze. Okay. Got that on there. I actually have to do a little bit of trimming on the eyes. Kids, don't do this at home unless you really know what you're doing. And I hope that I do. But I'm by myself and I've got no choice. And it actually isn't that bad. As to say, this is custom form fitted to my face. It's not a store-bought appliance. I gotta have a little bit more mouth weight so the walking monster can talk, because that's all the walking monster does is walk and talk. What you say, Anthony? In fact, I'm gonna give myself just a little bit more room. This way I can actually glue it down, the adhesive. Now, I first started making this as a one-time use, but it just running foam over and over again, I decided to make the foam, Monster Maker's foam, a little bit thicker so I can apply it over, use the same one over and over again. Say, I know I should have took it back off, but I'm pressed for time and I'm tired. If I was doing this for an act, I would have definitely done it the right way. Alright, position it on my face. Not bad. Now, finally, using Pros-Aide at last. Take a little bit in the cup. That's a lot of the cup. And I gotta get a hairdryer. Be right back. Couldn't find my hairdryer, so I've got a heat gun. So I have to watch it and not burn myself again. Because I burnt myself quite a few times with this. Let's just say base, I'm going to start right around the mouth area. And this will definitely stick with no problems whatsoever. Say the Halloween season, I tend not to use this because after about 9 days of continued use, a rash slowly develops on your skin. And it's hot, folks. Whoa, is that hot? I've got no choice. But it should stick as soon as I put it right on there. And that's stuck, folks. That is stuck. Now just a little bit around the eye area. So I wanted to try something different with the skin tight. It would have definitely looked wonderful with the silicone. As I say, trying it on yourself and not applying it to an actor was my big mistake, and the heat. Like I have heat right now, which is woo! But as you see, it sticks right in place. I'm in there. I would normally do a Bondo on this, but for the sake of the video, I don't have time really to do a wonderful Bondo that I normally do around the edges. And that's stuck. As I say, I try to go more for performance, and 90% of the time, people really don't notice the edges, so that's definitely a plus also. Now I'm just going to use some basic black paint. Just black paint, folks. Just black paint. I don't see how people film themselves like this. I'm out. I used all of it at Munchpalooza. I'm really out, folks. And as we apply the black paint, which I will find some way, just going to stick it in there. Just blend it in a little bit. And as I say right now, I'm just applying it. But always remember to put air holes in your costume's nose, which I definitely forgot this time, but I can handle it. Just breathe through your mouth, like I'm doing. Now I'm going to go back over that just a little bit. Alright, so I have my basic black down. I'm just going to put a little bit of highlights on my pimples, or I should say my characters, just to break it up just a little bit. See, I'm used to normally doing this on an actor, not myself. But this is definitely something I've been doing for quite a long time. And as we're coming to the ending of it, I do have some custom teeth I have. I won't put the contacts in because that'll take me half a day alone. That's the worst part about this, is actually applying the contacts. So with time running out, I have my own custom teeth I made for my actual casting of my teeth. I'm just going to pop right in. And pop right in. And there you have the Walking Monster without hair. So if you'd like to see the full Walking Monster, stay tuned, and who knows what will happen. But this is Anthony with my Face Off 2 tryout, and I really appreciate the time, the effort, and the energy. Thanks, and hope to see you soon.